All right, let's dive straight into this explainer. We're going to run a complete diagnostic system audit to figure out exactly why your gym gains have suddenly just stalled out. Everybody thinks they're strong until they actually have to prove it, right? You're hitting the gym consistently, you're totally dialing in your protein, but your muscle growth has just hit an absolute brick wall. Most of us assume we just need one more set or maybe a crazy new pre-workout, but the truth is entirely different. You likely have a highly specific weakness exposing your entire kinetic chain to failure long before your muscles even get a chance to work. So today, we're going to fix that.
Here's our roadmap for today's audit. We'll look at the silent gain killer, the dead hang challenge, fixing those physical weak links, the hidden energy leak, and finally, the Ayurvedic iron fix. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The silent gain killer and why your muscles are stalling. We always want to blame a lack of effort for our plateaus, but honestly, it's usually an underlying system failure hiding in plain sight.
Just think about this number, 40%. That is absolutely massive. If your hands or your shoulder joints are giving out before your target muscles do, you are literally leaving a staggering 40% of your potential growth completely untouched on the gym floor. Imagine putting in all that sweat, time, and dedication, only to throw almost half of your results directly into the trash because of a tiny weak link in your kinetic chain.
It's a trap so many of us fall into. On one side, you've got these show muscles, the lats, the biceps, the stuff you're flexing in the mirror. But on the flip side, you have your system strength. That's your grip, your scapula, your core. If that system strength isn't rock solid, those show muscles, they never even get a chance to reach full hypertrophy. It's like trying to build a massive mansion on a totally crumbling foundation. It just doesn't work.
Moving on to Section 2, the dead hang challenge, where we're testing your system integrity. It's time to put your body under the microscope for a 2-minute diagnostic test.
So here's the deal. Grab a pull-up bar, lock in a shoulder with grip, and actively pull your shoulders down, away from your ears to engage that scapula. Now, you just hang. If you're a guy in your 40s, your benchmark is exactly 2 minutes minus 1 second for every year past 40. Women in your 40s, you're shooting for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Sounds super simple, right? But trust me, most people won't even make it halfway.
And the reason why is actually fascinating. When people drop off the bar, it's rarely because their hands physically slip. They fail because their brain actively intervenes. When your shoulders and core lose that stiffness, your brain senses joint instability. And to protect you from, say, tearing a rotator cuff, your brain literally yanks the emergency brake. It just shuts down muscle recruitment altogether. You aren't failing because your muscles are tired, you're failing because your nervous system is protecting your unstable joints.
Section 3, fixing physical weak links and restoring scapular stability. So, how do we override that emergency brake? We have to prove to your brain that your joints are actually safe.
If you failed that dead hang, here is the exact 3-step mechanical protocol to fix it. Step 1. Scapular depressions. Stop hanging from the bar like a wet noodle. Practice active hangs by pulling those shoulder blades down and back without bending your elbows at all. Step 2. The sternum lift. Whether you're hanging or doing heavy barbell rows, lift your sternum right up to the ceiling. This restores thoracic extension and forces your shoulder blades into the only biomechanical position that can actually support extreme weight. And step 3. Use slow, deliberate movement. If you're kipping, doing half reps, or craning your chin to reach over the bar, honestly, you've already failed the rep mechanically.
To absolutely bulletproof that system, you'll want to add some supplementary stability drills. Incorporating things like pinch plate carries, where you literally just pinch heavy weight plates and walk around with them, and hand release drills. These will physically condition your grip and your joints to handle the intense loads you need for a real physical transformation.
All right, Section 4, the hidden energy leak and the epidemic of anemia. Let's flip the script for a second. What if your grip is like a vice? What if your joints are rock solid? You totally crushed the 2-minute hang, but you still feel completely and utterly exhausted after just a couple of working sets. Well, you might be dealing with a massive internal energy leak. Just look at the staggering scale of this invisible problem. Using data from India as a massive case study, we see that 57.1% of women and 25% of men suffer from low blood count, or anemia. That means your body literally lacks the hemoglobin required to transport oxygen to your muscles. And basic biology tells us no oxygen means no performance and absolutely zero growth, no matter how much weight you're throwing around. You need to pay close attention to your body outside the gym, too. If you're constantly getting dizzy when you stand up quickly, or if your hands and feet are persistently cold even when the temperature is perfectly fine, your body is waving some giant red flags at you. You might be suffering from this exact internal energy leak. Your engine is quite literally being starved of its primary fuel.
And here is the real kicker. You might actually be eating plenty of iron-rich foods, but accidentally sabotaging your own absorption. If you have a habit of drinking tea, coffee, or even green tea right after a meal, the tannins and polyphenols block your iron absorption by an incredible 40 to 60%. Boom! All those nutrients just completely wasted. You absolutely must wait at least 2 hours after a meal before grabbing that cup of coffee.
Which brings us to Section 5. The Ayurvedic iron fix for building blood strength. So how do we plug this internal leak? We're going to look at a science-backed, ancient remedy designed to permanently fix this bottleneck from the inside out.
Enter the Tilgood Laddu. It's an Ayurvedic-inspired, highly potent nutritional powerhouse. Til refers to sesame seeds, which are absolutely packed with iron and folic acid. Good is jaggery, a traditional unrefined sugar that acts as an incredibly rich source of easily absorbable, non-heme iron. Honestly, chewing just 1 or 2 of these natural, delicious treats daily after lunch is the ultimate hack for supercharging your internal recovery engine.
And the proof is right here in a 2024 study. Researchers compared children who ate 1 Tilgood Laddu daily against those who were just given standard synthetic iron syrups. The group eating the natural combo of sesame and jaggery showed significantly higher hemoglobin levels. It totally outperforms the artificial stuff by leveraging natural, highly bioavailable nutrient synergy. Like they say, nature usually knows best.
So we've covered a ton of ground in this explainer today, from the mechanical stability of your scapula all the way down to the cellular oxygen-carrying capacity of your blood. Remember, muscle growth isn't just about hoisting weight. It's about the integrity of the entire system moving that weight. So here's my provocative challenge to you today. Test your baseline system integrity. Go find a bar and do the dead hang. How long did you actually last? Did you hit the 2-minute mark, or did your nervous system yank the emergency brake at 30 seconds? And most importantly, now that you have this diagnostic data, what are you going to do to fix it?